Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Finally, getting around to completing some of the alternate readings that people have asked me to have a quick look on. Strangely enough, I'm feeling the urge to use my runic tarot in this particular reading. It is a fairly dark deck, but we'll see how it goes and where we move on to it. So I just completely made a few notes and I will just go completely where my guides take me. So I have been asked to have a look at the prophecy of Pio. So it was Padre Pio, a Catholic who was made a saint. If you can hear some licking, that's my grey dog Bindi having a drink of water. He was born in 1887, died in 1968, the year that I was born. And amongst other things, he had a prophecy about, well, he says it was the sort of the end of days, so to speak. 3 days of darkness, hurricanes, firestorms, earthquakes during winter, and that a great land will disappear geographically, possibly from a meteorite. Now, I'm not here to spread fear and speculation, although my Russia reading from earlier today wasn't particularly cheerful, but I just want to have a look about what is this prophecy of Cleo and is it actually true? There have been prophecies that have been uh, said to have been his prophecies and has turned out to be false, but this is one that apparently has stuck. So I want to have a quick look. Let's have a look. Entertainment only. Feel very, very tired for some reason at the moment. I didn't sleep well last night. A lot of energy is swirling around at the moment. So I'm just going to have a look at the prophecy of Pio regarding the end of the world. Regarding the end of the world. What are we looking at? A great continent, a great land. What I'm really feeling is that this is a prophecy about a culmination of climate change, and the great land that is disappearing are the ice caps of Antarctica. I'm getting more than from rather than the Arctic, more Antarctic. Let's have a look. What's that one wanting to come out? Oh, yeah, it's about loss, indolence. Thank you, indolence, bringing about a disregard for human life. Okay, let's see where this goes. The prophecy of Theo. Well, it is an indolence about many. You've got climate deniers, you've got governments that are not doing anything, petty squabbles instead of really what is probably the most important aspect of our times. But let's have a look. Tell me, is the prophecy of Pio regarding, show me the energies of the prophecy of Pio. Padre Pio died 1968. I mean, his prophecy does go a lot goes a lot deeper into, I'm going to say, religious fanaticism. That's just what I'm feeling in that about lamenting past sins and turning to pray for the Mother Mary, etc. So there was a lot of religion interfed with his prophecy and his prophecies, but that was very much part of his upbringing. So let's have a look. Show me the energies of this particular prophecy of Theo. I'm going to stop there. I have had a card fall out. Let's have a look, see what it is. The King of Swords. Yes, a truth coming forward. Kings are very much about externally doing. Oh, there's a puppy dog coming for a cuddle. Kings are very much about externally doing, bringing forth a truth, a clarity, a wisdom, a science, a knowledge. So that's the signifier here. This is literally the truth being brought forward, the sort of truth being brought forward by the king, not an internal contemplation, but an external reckoning. Okay, yeah, the sort of truth. So what I'm hearing there is so the hurricanes, firestorms, earthquakes, etc., that he is prophesizing. He has said during winter. But what I'm really feeling, and you sort of go, well, is that Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere winter? When I wrote that down, I really felt that it was a Southern Hemisphere winter, but with the disappearance of the ice packs. Now, he did say sort of 50 years, if I remember correctly, in 68, so that's been and gone because I was born in 68 and I'm now 55. He did say a meteorite, but I'm not feeling a meteorite. What I'm feeling is an exposure of the rock rather than a meteorite itself. But let's see where this goes. So, yeah, there is truth in what I'm seeing. Okay, don't want to be a doom and gloomer today, but we'll see where this goes. The energies behind the scenes is literally judgment day. It is not the end of all. It is not the destruction of the earth or anything like that. It is about a collective awakening and a coming together and a call to arms. So it is about hearing, well, most of us, the majority of us, hearing the call, heeding the trumpeting that is going on, and collectively working together, collectively waking together. It's also about waking of the dead, and I'm not talking about the dead. I'm talking about the brain dead in regards to it's going to be so climate change is going to reach a point where it's literally cannot be denied, slap in the face. And for some reason, there are earthquakes involved in this, and I'm why is this? Why are earthquakes involved, guys? Okay, okay. What I'm getting really is the earthquakes are because of the well, first of all, it's Mother Nature giving us a wake-up call, but I'm getting the fact of the shift in the Earth's crust due to drying and soaking in areas that aren't normally dried and soaked. So what's happening is the Earth's crust is expanding and retracting, which will be forming earthquakes. Now, don't underestimate how significant this drying and soaking is in regards to shifting of the Earth's crust. If you've ever lived on clay, you only have to look at with clay drying out, and before you know it, there's cracks you can put your whole hand down in. It has that sort of feel. So this is a moment of literally Mack truck, run over by a Mack truck, slap in the face, collective awakening. But we also have the Ten of Wands here. Now, this Ten of Wands, it doesn't actually have, aside from this wizard figure, this manifesting possibilities, the magician figure holding this one wand. It's about bringing forth what I'm really getting here. It's about bringing forth just the ending of a cycle, but bringing forth a significant new plan and planting the seeds of magic for that plan going forward. So not all to be despaired, peoples. Okay, coming out of this a collective awakening, this realization of the urgency is this Ten of Swords, and it is about a truth about the barrenness, about the how these. Okay, thank you. Is it something like 30% of the world's lands that were arable are no longer arable, no longer sustaining of farming, etc., the fringe lands? This is about a truth. Now, there is no figure in this card. It's not another downfall of humanity or anything. This is about it. Again, it's an ending of a cycle, but it's a significant truth about the abuse we've done to Mother Earth and our land and the barrenness that we as humans have caused. Okay, I'm not being, trying not to be pessimistic and gloomy because I'm always hopeful. Plant a tree. That's all I can say. Out of this Ten of Wands energy where we are planting these seeds of magic going forward, we have the Hermit card. Introspection, investigation. shining the light in the darkness. Okay, I'm not getting a timing on this. I think it's okay, thank you. The reason I've just been told the reason I'm not getting a timing is okay. I'm going to put my disclaimer in is that there is no calendar in the universal energy, but also the fact that it's a process. It's not a this is a cut-off point. It's a process. So the karma hanging over is literally the betrayal and abuse is what I'm getting here. The betrayal and abuse of Mother Earth, of all that is good. And it's coming quickly. Now, again, I'm not going to be a pessimist, but when I'm reading on petty things, and I know they're not petty in the overall sum of it, but I just feel that there is such an urgency behind turning our awareness to the bigger picture. So this is coming quickly, and I'm seeing, because it's the sun, first of all, it's going to be fully illuminated so that we can no longer deny, but I'm also getting the heat here, the flaming heat of the sun as well. The outcome, Wheel of Fortune, love it, great, okay. First of all, karma coming and biting us on the backside, but it's very much about a change, significant change, ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle, a change. I'm really getting change in attitude here, change in attitude, and it's never too late. The best time to start making changes in regards to this was 40 years ago when we were first aware it. The second best time is now. So, Wheel of Fortune, it is a significant change in attitude, a significant going from the light into the dark. The Nine of Cups, which is, I know it has meanings in other decks. It's, wish fulfillment or be careful what you wish for, etc. But in this particular deck, this is about working together behind the scenes. It's my Vive la Resistance card, but in this particular, it's coming together and working out in the dark corners of what is actually necessary. We've got the Knight of Swords. There is a harsh truth coming that we need to be aware of, and the High Priestess. It's very much about the elephant in the room or the bison in the room. It's time to bring this into the light. There are hidden agendas out there, politically and financially. It's time to bring them into the light and expose them. It's also about the higher self, the High Priestess, the higher self, connection with Mother Earth, connection with universal energy as well. So let's see where we go. And the Chariot, moving forward. It's about trying to lash two cats to a chariot would be not much fun at all. But it's about drawing together, as in bringing together, and it's about on the same path, coming together and moving on and moving forward by the governments, by the higher authorities. So what I'm really getting, we've got healing, nurturing, Mother Earth protection. There is an indolence at the moment. She'll be right, doesn't affect me type thing. But there is this volatile, explosive truth coming forward that can no longer be denied. And then we have the working together emotionally and physically. So we've got the end of a cycle here, and I think it's going to be the end of a monetary cycle. Excessive capitalism this is also going to herald the ending of this obsession with money and greed is what I'm getting there. Literally going to flame the hoarding of the gold is what I'm getting. And then we set out on this new start, a sustainable new start where we have what we need and nothing more. Okay, so it's not necessarily all doom and gloom and ghastly, but it is going to be quite confronting for those that are not prepared for it. and are not aware that it's coming. It's part of a process. So show me, God, show me the here and now and the future with the prophecy of Theo. We're looking at the prophecy of Theo. I think the great land, the continent that's going to disappear is Antarctica. The meteorite, which, oh gosh, it's going to cause all sorts of issues in that, not the meteorite, the ocean currents are already changing, and it's changing our weather patterns, and it's changing the food chain patterns. Yes, the climate deniers will say, "Oh, yes, climate's always changing." Well, yes, it is, but it is scientifically traceable that yes, it is changing, but it's changing more dramatically due to exterior inputs, and you know what those exterior inputs are. So show me the prophecy of PO going forward, the prophecy of PO going forward. All is not lost, is what I'm getting. It's not a despair. Sorry, I've got cards flying out everywhere. Poor shuffling. This is not a despair reading. This is a heads up reading so that we can be aware, we can be aware and we can adjust accordingly. Okay, come on down, let's have a look. Oh gosh, poker shuffled, shuffle, 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 shuffle. And this is the first card out. The barrenness of the land is going to be, what is it? There's 9 billion people on the earth. Birth rates are dropping in many, many sectors. But really, this is about non-sustainability of the land. It's the clearing of the Amazon and the Congo. It's the overgrazing of vulnerable lands, etc. This is very much the truth. The truth is going to be quite harsh. It is the ending of a cycle, and it is the barrenness of the land. Okay, crowned by something new coming forward, something significantly new coming forward that is going to bring about a rebirth and an abundance. Now, when I'm talking about abundance, I'm not saying excess for all, I'm saying plenty for all, bringing about an abundance. That's going to be the challenge, is bringing forward something new, something significantly new, a new cycle that's going to bring about, and it is about a nurturing, it is about a Mother Earth nurturing. And that's going to be the challenge. It's the abundance of the forests and the fields. It's about digging up your lawn and planting your wild prairies or your wildflower gardens, growing food, etc. Okay, foundation of this reading. This is coming quicker than what was anticipated, and it's going to be full illumination of what is going on at the moment. In the past, we've got, what's this, the Seven of Pentacles, reaping what we have sowed. But you look at this figure here, he's got this sort of truth pointed down, so he's not looking at the truth. What he's looking at and gloating over is his excess. He does not need to hang 7 shields on his wall. This is about taking more, hanging on to more than what you need. So again, this is very much about greed and overconsumption. Crowning this reading, 5 of Swords. This is about abuse, sabotage, stealing of the truth, letting community and society burn. That's what's crowning over this reading at the moment. Immediate future, though, again, we've got this Wheel of Fortune, a significant ending of a cycle and a new cycle coming forward, where there is this realization, where there is this unity coming forward and working together. Sometimes humans need to be hit over the head before we actually make a difference. And again, I poker shuffled and shuffled. Externally, here it is working out plans behind the scenes. Externally, why have I got this externally? Why am I feeling that this is actually two greedy figures plotting behind the scenes? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, how do we protect ourselves? It's different from that energies reading. I'm feeling it's more the you've got on this tray, you've got 7 cups and there's squalling one each or scolding one each. It, to me, that's about greed and excess going on behind the scenes. Internally, the basically wounded and having to retreat. But it's also then looking on while we set a light past that is already past, literally burning to the ground what is not working. Now, I'm not talking physical burning, although we do seem to have a lot of flames here. This is a truth, looking on with honesty and truthful and wisdom, and as the leaders of old are disposed of, basically the way of doing. Okay, Page of Cups, the bringing forth of something new, something unexpected, but it's the youth bringing forward on an emotional level. She's got standing on the, looks like standing on the on the beach here, but it's a very pebbly beach with the waves behind washing clean. But they're not in the emotional drowning. I have so much faith in the youth coming through, and us oldies who are progressive so need to support them. But this is very much about coming through with something new on an emotional level, an emotional understanding. Outcome, the indolence costing the magic we have available to us, the uncaring, which is of our world, which is going to bring about an ending of the way things have been done. Again, it's a unity card of diversity, but we need to discard the old and bring forth the new. And again, the youth bringing healing and protection and stability and security. On the base, we've got this 10 of Wands again, a new plan coming forward to create magic, but also to heal. I'm getting really, I know they're wands, but they look like pentacles. Healing our earth, bringing forward a new plan to heal our earth, working together to bring this to fruition. A lot of headlines are going to come out very quickly, a lot of information that is going to be harsh for us to hear. Not going to be surprising for those of us that can see this coming, but it's going to be harsh, a harsh truth, a harsh reality coming forward for those that have been living in this, okay, thank you, interesting way to put it, I got told gluttonous lifestyle. And here we have a new start, a new healing, a new protection. However, it's going to be authentic reform brought about by a significant event and a significant ending where there is going to be despair and loss before this sort of truth is brought forward. Again, the harsh truth is brought forward where we have to decide what is really important. What is really important, and to be honest, it's not petty politicking. It's about we needing an earth which is sustainable, that will support us. And it's about when enough is enough and letting the rest burn. This is about lies, betrayal, deceit, us being lied to, but there is going to be a leader that comes forward, an emotionally stable leader that is a negotiator and a diplomat and bringing forward an emotional stability and a new plan and striding forward with a new plan. I don't know who this leader is. I don't think it's Biden. Who am I getting? Why am I seeing? I'm really feeling I've got a B, and I'm not sure whether it's Beto or Buttigieg, a leader coming forward who will give, uh, will bring forward new plans, new ideas, new emotional stability. Let me know if you have a thought on who that is. Um, and leadership, strong leadership is what I'm getting there. I'm just going to use my intuitive cards, my storytelling cards, just to see going forward. So show me the prophecy of Pio. Prophecy of Pio. We have chosen to be on this earth at this time to bear witness to what's coming, to bring universal love and light in the face of what is coming, but also to be here to rebuild, to rebuild. Show me. And even if you are towards the end of your life, what you have done to this stage is set up the foundations for the youth coming through, support and encourage the new ideas coming through, and your next lifetime will be here as part of the rebuilding, is what I'm getting. All that you have learnt in this lifetime will be valuable for the next. So show me the prophecy of Pio. Oops, I've put those cards upside down. I don't read upside down. The prophecy of Pio. Now come on down. Let's have a look at the storytelling cards. And the first card that fell out was past. What has gone on in the past is intertwined celebration, division of loyalty, and emptiness. See where this goes. And transformation. Not sure what this celebration card is, but very much in the past, this intertwining is the loyalty for those that are feeding this emptiness are going to be divided as we go through this transformation. Let's see what that celebration is in a minute. We've got freedom and this is through social media type connections. This is technology bringing about new ways of doing things, and the word getting out there, and the sharing. See what that celebration is. We've got overseas, busyness, and healing. To bring healing as we have unity of diversity and feminine energy, plus masculine energy. It's not women doing it by themselves. It's not the feminine energy by doing it by themselves. It's a balance between the masculine and the feminine, and that's what's been so lacking in our society. It will be a celebration as this loyalty to emptiness is divided, and it is going to bring about transformation. Out and in, goodness, will be slow. Families working together, yes, have a leap of faith into the future. Okay, I'm getting that it's going to be a back and forth. I don't have back and forth card, but it's out and in. It'll be progression forward, progression backwards, progression forward, progression backwards. It will feel like it is a snail's pace for those that are on the express elevator to this future, that know that the future can envision the future that we want. It'll be slow for those in the family and community. But yes, have faith in the future that life will be full. This is not an ending. This is not an ending. We have our fate and destiny. Karma, fate and destiny. You think Wheel of Fortune, significant ending of a cycle and a new cycle. This is all part of the transformation where we will be rebalancing. And saying no to conflict. Now, I know this is my Magic Happens card, but I'm just really feeling that this is very much explosions, saying no to conflict, and very possibly saying no to space travel, no to the magic of space travel until we've worked it out here. Thank you. No to those who create. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've got to listen to my guides, because when magic happens, it's creating something. Poof. Those that create conflict for the sake of greed, growth. So this transformation, when it actually happens, will be fairly quickly. Growth will happen quickly for the abundance and strength. And I'm also getting plant your own, learn how to grow your own food, plant more trees. You only have to live in a hot city to pass under the shade of a tree to know the difference in the temperature under that tree. But this is saying no to the greed of war, is what I'm getting there. And nobody benefits from conflict and war except for the leaders who are creating it and the arms suppliers. So this is just really saying no more. It is going to take hard work. We are at a crossroads moment for the people, and every single one of us is a drop in the ocean, and 9 billion drops is a hell of an ocean. So everything that we can do on this level, everything, whatever it is, whether it's a tomato plant on your balcony or a herbs on your kitchen bench if you don't have a balcony, or lobbying your local council or local municipal area for a community garden, or for them to plant trees instead of concrete playgrounds, whatever it is that you can do, or whether it's just simply voting for somebody who believes in climate change and is prepared to do something about it, whatever it is, every little thing that you can do, whether it's walking 10 minutes down to the shops instead of hopping in the car, whatever it is that you can do on your level makes a difference when it's multiplied by the 9 billion, whether it's recycling your plastics or not getting plastics in the first place, instead of buying water while you're out, taking water with you. Whatever it is, every single one of us is a drop in the ocean. It takes bravery to take this, to be this drop in the ocean. But we need to approach this through love. We need to paint our canvas of life with bravery and love. If you missed it, go to the Master's Guidance channel on Sunday. There is a link on a video earlier this from yesterday on this channel. Paint your canvas with the future that you want it to look like, brought to you with love. With love. And there will be contracts and agreements that will come forth in time in regards to this. Okay. It's not all doom and gloom. Interesting prophecy. It is very well, it's not all doom and gloom, but it is going to be a big wake up moment. It is going to be difficult for some in the interim, but it's very much about coming together and working together and doing what you can. So the prophecy of Pio, we had 3 days of darkness. I'm not feeling so much that it's darkness. Um, what am I getting for that 3 days of darkness that is prophesized? There's a realization. There's going to be 3 days that cannot be ignored on the world stage. Do what you can. Be in the light. Come forth with positivity. Don't sink into what you can't do. Embrace what you can do and know that it is enough. And we've chosen to be alive at this time because of what we can bring, what we can do, and what we are learning this lifetime for the next. Take care. Love you all. Catch you later.